So I just filmed my realization of errors, I guess, for the previous video, but I have a minute. I'm calm, Max is calm, Bubba's calm, and I thought I'd just go ahead and film this intro while I am here and having a beautiful morning and I have the time. So hello, good morning, welcome to this video. I am going to be setting up my loom in this video, which part of me was originally going to do like tutorial based because in theory I know how to set up a loom, but I realized, as I was going, that I really didn't have any idea what I was doing. It was like recalling how to do it from the depths of my memory. So it's not a tutorial. Don't watch this as a tutorial. That would be the blind leading the blind. This is just me trying to figure it out, and if you enjoy watching people learn, this is a good video for you. So I'm just going to start by taking the warp that I've got and essentially just putting it on loom. So I'll start by putting it on the back beam, tying it on, and then threading it through. Whoa, good burp. Threading it through the heddles and then through the reed and then tying on to the front. And then from there I'll start weaving. Oh, and doing the heddle tie up. So from there I'll start weaving. So it's all fairly straightforward. It's just like the order of doing things. I make a few general errors here. I had to like struggle with the least sticks for a minute, and then the shoot, I don't even remember what it's called right now. And it's not going to come back anytime soon, so I'll just explain it when I get there. Whoa, buddy. Okay, Max is no longer calm, so we'll be done. I just put Max down, so I'm talking kind of quietly to make sure that he stays asleep. Recently, he's been taking like 20 to 40 minute naps, so I'm not sure how long I have before he wakes up. I'm guessing more on the 20 minute than 40 minute side, but I wanted to try to take a minute to drink a hot beverage. I haven't had a hot beverage in a couple of weeks. They're usually tepid by the time I actually get to enjoy them. So I'm gonna drink a hot beverage and I'm gonna try to get my least sticks attached to the loom. I honestly forgot how to tie them and where to tie them. I know that there's a right way to do it, and I don't remember what it is. So I'm just gonna try to experiment to see if I can jog my memory and get them on the loom and then start the threading process. What's out there? What's out there? Is that a tree? Oh, we like the tree. We like the leaves. filming too much recently, mostly because Max hasn't been napping super well, so I've been filming it, or I'm sorry, I've been weaving at odd hours of the day and night versus the usual kind of afternoon work. And that's why I'm currently in my pajamas. I just woke up, I got my coffee, and I am threading while I have a little bit of quiet time. Max is already starting to wake up, so I'll probably have to go grab him really soon. But I wanted to show my progress so far. I was able to wind the warp onto the warp bead. I separated the bundles by inch on the reed. I showed that earlier, and now I'm taking each of those inch bundles and I'm threading them through the heddles. I have a very simple pattern for the heddles. I'm just doing 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm starting in the front and then doing one in the front and then one in the second and then the third and then fourth and then coming back and doing one in the front and then onward. And so I do that 6 times in total for each inch bundle. So I'm just doing that right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches done. So I've got 9 inches left to go. And then after that, I'm going to reattach my reed and I'll thread them through the reed. I have a 12 dent reed, but I'm doing 24 ends per inch. So I'll pull 2 threads through each dent in the reed, and then I'll wind onto my, or I'll tie onto my cloth beam. And that is where I'm at right now. That's what I've been working on. Max is maybe falling back asleep. No. I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna keep working on that until he's definitively awake and hopefully get this done somewhat soon. which would have made the right side look a little bit different from the left. So this is the back of the loom, and basically what I did is I warped out 2 additional pieces of yarn of the proper length, and then I went ahead and I wrapped them around these. Normally you would use like a yarn cone or something, but I don't have yarn cones plentifully like I used to at SCAD, so I just went ahead and used old shuttles from my rigid heddle loom. And I just wrapped the yarn around and then taped it on, and the weight of them dangling off the back of the loom is what's going to keep them at a similar tension as the rest of the warp strings, so that as it weaves on, it shouldn't weave irregularly. It's not an ideal fix, but it will do the trick. A third mistake that I forgot that I made is I actually then had too many white threads in this section right here. So I actually just left out 2. I just didn't thread them. And as I go, I'm going to have to just keep an eye on it to make sure that it doesn't get tangled while I'm working, but it shouldn't be a problem and it'll stay out of the final. So these are my treadles from the back, and I'm going to use my tie-up cords to tie these up and make them steppable, for lack of a better word. It'll be the left side from the front, but the right side from the back. These 2 treadles here, I always do a plain weave so that I can always switch into and out of plain weave. So that's what those are going to be. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2 different versions of the 1-3 twill. We've got it listed here. So this is going to be one of my tie-up patterns, and then this is going to be my other one. That way I can switch between these 2 however I see fit. Very simple. I'm going to take, for my plain weave pattern, I want every other. So I'm going to take 1 and 3, tie that up so that when I push on this, 1 and 3 will rise. And then I'm going to do the opposite on the next one, so that'll be 2 and 4. So then this next section is going to be real straightforward. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this next section's basically just going to be the opposite of that. It's going to be everything but 4, so 1, 2, 3. And then everything but 1, so 2, 3, 4. Everything but 2, so 1, 3, 4. And then, which one am I missing out on? Everything but 3, so 1, 2, 4. And now we are officially on loom. So now when I press on one of these with my super high quality Crocs, it rises here. So this is just the 4th shaft. So then if I go here, this will rise everything but. So that's multiple. And you can see that creates here a shed. It's not as obvious because I haven't started weaving yet. Creates this open space where the shuttle will go through, and that's how I'll weave. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Yeah, I hope that you either learned something new or enjoyed watching me learn something old that I should have already known. And I'd love to hear from you if you also have looms or are starting weaving projects, knitting projects, whatever you're into. I'll see you in the next video.